There she is, the pink frog has arrived, and that means, I tell you what, at this time of the year when we've got all the big safe savings going on, it is one of your best opportunities. You know what it's like with Pink Frog. It is about stacking up and topping up your stash and getting some amazing, amazing offers as well. I'm going to say to you, even before we do anything else, shop ahead, shop ahead, shop ahead, because there are lots of new goodies that you've never seen before that you want to snap up. In fact, we're going to go straight to the website just so you can see the breadth of what we've got here. Whenever an item has got 2 kilograms written on it, you definitely want to get straight in. That's all I'm saying. Word to the wise. It's so good. You're going to absolutely love it. Listen, I'm not on my own for this show. Of course I'm not. The wonderful Dawn Macfie is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Derek.
How the devil are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Now, I'm loving this, and I'm great. For us, it's another chance to have a look at these great big memory folios and memory folders as well. These are absolutely brilliant because, of course, over Christmas, touch wood, for those of us that could, we were getting together, we were going out for walks, we were doing all sorts, and we were capturing it, weren't we?
We were.
And now it's time to put it into a project, isn't it?
Yes. So normally January is all sales, but we've bought you some new colours with the product. So the Pink Frog, yes, you've got all your sales and you can top up, but we've got some new items today. Yeah, so we've bought back the memory folios, which are the large 12 by 12 size, and we've bought them back in a lovely blue and white configuration. So you're going to get enough to make 2 to stroke 4, depending on how you do it, but we'll talk through that as we go through the show. And then we've also got what I call like the festive one. Oh,
I love this one.
Which is the red and green. So with this, you're going to get 15 sheets of your red, your true red, and 15 sheets of your true green, and you're going to get 30 sheets of true white. Now, when I talk about true, what we're talking about is acid and lignin free. This is about preserving your photographs for years to come. These could be old photographs, but do remember the photographs that you are taking today are the photographs and memories of tomorrow.
Of course they are.
And this opens all the way out, so you can see I've put mats on here just to give you an idea where you're going to put your photographs. You can cram lots in here. I'm struggling to hold it up, it's that big. You know, and we've got nice big deep pockets that go right the way down to the bottom here for putting all your memorabilia in. You can see already where I've used these offcuts and also on the tags here. So you've got extra places to put photographs, so your offcuts are going to come in handy so well. But you can just see how you can cram all your photographs, big pockets for memorabilia. You can add photographs on those as well, and it just keeps giving. We've got the waterfall page, but I've done a different configuration here.
Oh, nice.
And this is the nice thing about these albums. This is the starting point. A beginner could make these albums because you're getting all your cardstock from Pink Frog, but you're also getting your written instructions and your scoring and cutting guides to go with it.
I have them here, and they are very comprehensive. And you back up with things like Facebook Lives and stuff like that as well, don't you?
Over on my website as well, for a small fee, you can purchase what I call an online workshop, which is where it's all spaced out into separate videos. I craft along with you in real time. You won't see me, you'll just see my hands on the counter, but I will be making this with you in real time. So for those people that perhaps don't want to do written instructions, we've got visual as well. So we've covered everything for you. With Pink Frog, it comes in centimetres, but if you like inches, that's not a problem. Pop over to my website, you can get it in inches as well.
Fabulous. And you won't, on those kind of videos as well, you won't have some Herbert like me interrupting every 2 minutes as well. Let me take you through the options then, because these are a real joy. Let's go with the festive option then first. Remember, everything acid and lignin free here as well. So you do get your written instructions, which are really good. 30 sheets of true white, 15 each of the red and the green, all in 12 by 12, and they feel so lusciously gorgeous, let me tell you. And this this is the size. Obviously, I think this is really, really good because a folio that's this size at 12 by 12 is really, really manageable, isn't it? You are not struggling for space either. It's brilliant. Now, we've broken down the price actually per sheet, and it's working out at 44 pence per sheet. You know, if you go to art suppliers, usually to buy a 12 by 12 of something like this, a true red that's acid and lignin free, you've got your little price tag on the back, haven't you? And you're buying it one by one. And how much is that? Is it £1? Is it £1.50? I don't know. It's different prices at different places. 757396 is your item number then. So we can make 2 of these memory folios from the kit that we've got here, because you can be really, really frugal, and you could actually squeeze an extra one out of that as well, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
Yes, because if you wanted to put pattern papers on instead of the white cardstock, your white cardstock you can use as another base.
Oh, yes, of course you could.
So this is why I say, yes, you're definitely going to make 2 if you double mats.
Yeah.
But if you want to be really frugal out there and you've got lots of 12 by 12 pattern papers...
Which is, that's the format they come in, isn't it?
And if I just share this one quickly here...
Yeah, go on.
So this one is just using the cardstock base, but going straight in with pattern papers on top. So it's not double matted as we call, but it's still a sturdy book.
That is lovely.
It's still going to take a lot.
Do you know what? If you've just been watching the previous show as well with Graphic 45, or anybody else that you buy your papers from, general format for paper packs, isn't it? Heartfelt, whoever, 12 by 12, isn't it? It's absolutely perfect for this. £26.49 going absolutely bonkers on the website and the phone lines as well. I'm not surprised at all. So, new colour configuration that we've got as well. So the same memory folios, the same 12 by 12, but this time we have got the true blue and the white together. So 30 sheets of each. So again, you're guaranteed 2 of these, but you can be frugal with and use your pattern papers as well and stretch this kit to 3. You do get the full and very, very comprehensive written instruction as well, and your scoring guide. It's really, really good. And if you want to back that up with videos as well, you absolutely can. This is such a bumper opportunity if you think about it. I have to say, I think there's no better size. I've looked at memory albums and whatever, and I've always thought too small, too small. I've got quite a lot of pictures that I've taken my phone to the supermarket or that chemist and plugged it in and had them printed out, but then I've had to cut bits off or just cut people out to actually make them fit the size. With this, you can get everybody there. You can have everybody there in glorious Technicolor. It's so, so good. And there's a lot of interest as well. It's not just an album, which is just flip over the page. It's exactly the same. Flip, flip, flip. It's not that. You can go every which way. Pockets, waterfalls. You can really go to town with this. You want a new project to get your teeth into, this is the one to go for. And this is the new colourway on this as well. 413596 is your item number there. You are getting so much. Remember, they are all acid and lignin free as well. What does that mean? No acid, no lignin. That means the long life of your photos, of your documents. You might have things like birth certificates in, marriage certificates, whatever it might be, and they will all stay protected. Right, now let's go from that to memory books then, because memory books are just absolutely lovely. And the only real difference really is kind of scale, and actually you've got more pages, haven't you, available in a memory book, but lots of possibilities, Dawn.
Again, lots of possibilities. With the kit, you're going to get your written instructions, your cutting and scoring guides. You're going to have enough in your kit to make 4 memory books.
Which is fabulous.
So you're going to make 4. We've not taken your creativity away from you, because these are the blanks. This is what Derek's holding up. This is what you're going to be able to make with your kit. From that, you can add your pattern papers. You can add extra card and do your inking techniques. You know, there's so many possibilities with these.
That is fabulous. Have you got one of these made up, Dawn, over there? Just so you can.
Indeed,
let's flick through one that's fully made up, shall we? Because then you can see the potential and get a bit of inspiration at the same time. And we get 4 of these, don't we, out of this kit?
You get 4 of these.
Wonderful.
Now, I've used our watercolour card to decorate this.
Ah, brilliant.
So I've used the watercolour card. So our watercolour card is, again, acid and lignin free. So this is absolutely perfect for your memory books. And on here, on the cover, I've just done a very simple, the shaving foam with the Pearly Winks sprays.
Oh, yeah.
And if you use the matte Pearly Wink sprays. They are acid and lignin free too.
Brilliant.
And then obviously as we open this up, I've just done lots of inking techniques on here. I've used this. You know, you get those special Christmas cards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, the ones, I can't throw them away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, why not store them in here?
Oh, that's really
Instead
good.
of having them in a shoebox
Yes.
in the attic.
Yes.
Have them out so you can take inspiration from what other people send you.
That's lovely. And again, do you know what? If you've got Christmas cards from someone special over the years, maybe that someone isn't around anymore, and you just want to capture that memory, you know, you could keep the cards in the pockets, you could have pictures of them in the album as well. Oh,
exactly.
So lovely.
You know, you could even use these if you're making small cards, birthday cards throughout the year.
Of course, yeah.
You could use this for storage.
Yeah, of course you could.
You could have the months on here.
You'd have to be super organised,
There's
Dawn.
just so many possibilities. It could be recipes,
Yes.
it could be photographs, it could be birthday cards, it could be postcards. Well, sky's the limit.
Yeah, it so is. I mean, any kind of memory keeping that you want to do, and that makes 4 of those in the 8x8 size, which is there, and that is working out at what, £7.25 per album, which is absolutely brilliant. Of course, you can't put a price on an album that you make yourself because it is so personal. Look at me holding it to my heart, like, because that's what you do, because it's so personal to you. And listen, make it for you. Make it for you. It's about capturing the memories. It's about enjoying it yourself as well and sharing it with not just this generation but future generations as well. And that's what using acid and lignin free materials is all about as well, preserving those memories forever and ever and ever. 989678 is the item number then for the 8x8, again in the brand new white and blue. Let's do the same thing now in the 6x6. Remember, with the 8x8 and the 6x6, you also get your full written instructions as well, and your scoring guide is there. Plus, of course, if you want to back up as well, there are further tutorials available, Dawn, with you as well, which is lovely. So a nice sort of smaller size going on here, which I love. Again, it may just be a way of storing crafting materials as well, to be honest. It could be as simple as that.
You could put your magnetic sheets with dies in and put them in each pocket.
Yes, that's very true, because you can cut down your magnetic sheets, can't you, and use them in the pockets if you want to, or use them and map them. This would also be great as well for swatches. If you've got things like your Pearly Winks inks and sprays and whatever, and you're doing little swatches of those, this would be perfect for that, wouldn't it? Again, the same kind of principle, and I love the way it works. It's really truly kind of interactive, and having the pockets as well means that you don't necessarily have to stick elements down into your albums.
And the nice thing about it is I've tried to design it as simply as possible.
Yeah.
My 7-year-old niece in the summer sat in the garden with me and made one of these.
And that's so lovely.
And it just goes to show that it's from a beginner right through to a seasoned crafter.
Yes.
And the seasoned crafters of you out there will see the more possibilities you can add to it. You know, this isn't taking away your creativity.
Definitely, it would be wonderful. You know what, they do make lovely gifts as well, so you can get together with the kids and whatever and put together a nice album, and that might be a nice gift for grandma or auntie or whoever it may be. So it's lovely. It's like ripples on a pond, this, isn't it? 254239 is your item number then, £20.49. It's such a busy show. It always is with Pink Frog. Please take advantage while you can. Right, okay. Now, this is an opportunity that you don't get anywhere else, I don't think, than with Pink Frog. What we've got here for you, and this is how it comes boxed up to you in a box kind of that size, and that's going to be absolutely jammed and packed to the gills with actually what Pink Frog call offcuts, and that is true in the truest sense, but this is all usable, workable elements that you've got going on here, and so much. There's no way anywhere else you are going to be able to get this kind of quantity of cardstock, this kind of quality. Remember, again, this is acid and lignin free as well, so use it with all of the album folios and the memory books that we've got in this hour as well, and it's brilliant. And what did you say it equated to, you thought, Dawn?
So you're going to get a 2-kilogram box, which I had a quick chat with Andy back at Pink Frog. And it's roughly, if you put it down into size cards, so you can sort of visually see it, you're looking at about 100 sheets approximately of A4.
Which is absolutely brilliant. Well, I mean, that's the box. That's the box that it will come in. So you could see, so if they were all true like A4s, that would be a whole great big stack, wouldn't it? You're just going to be absolutely jam-packed with smaller sizes. So that's the true blue and the true white, $11.99. I am so excited because Dawn, the last show we did together was the memory books, wasn't it? With this colour combination. So it's great to have this available in this incredible true brown, which is so lovely. And when you combine it with the ivory there, it's such a lovely combination. If you shopped with us for your memory books in the last show where we did the memory book kits, didn't we, in this colourway, then definitely go for this. It's such a popular, like it's instant vintage as well, isn't it?
It is, and I'm going to share with you some different ways that you can use your rough cuts to stretch through to use them in your albums, you know, for matting and layering. Yes, it's not 12 by 12 in size, but we can still use it.
Oh, blimey,
and I'm going to show you how.
Oh, you can do also all kinds of interesting folds and construction with that as well, because it's 290 GSM as well. So, I mean, that's good construction weight. So if you're making dioramas, if you're making shaker cards, if you're making other fancy and funky folds, Z folds to use, you can actually add to the cards that you make that at the moment might be normal like tent fold cards. You can really funk them up with this as well. It's brilliant. 965905 for the ivory and brown. We've also got on the show as well. Here it comes. It's the festive offcuts there. True red and true green together, which is really good. Again, this is so bonkers to be able to get this amount for such a low price tag, £11.99. And we also have there it is. It's the true black. We've also got it in the true black as well. 280 GSM. See, that is brilliant. You think about all of the stenciling techniques, all of the pastels you've got and things like that. It's brilliant. Now, we've also on the show, and you've got to see this, and Dawn, I know, will talk us through this as well, the photo glue. You've got to have this. There's nothing else that we think absolutely holds a candle to this. This is made by Kalal. You know how respected they are in adhesives anyway, but this is your photo glue gel. Now, we've given you a set of 3 there because, to be honest, if we did them one by one, you'd be coming back for more anyway. So we put it into a nice handy bundle of 3. Now, you know, Kalal products, you pay a little bit more for them because they are, in my opinion, some of the best in the business. $11.97, and you get 3 sets of that photo glue. It's brilliant. And why do we love it so much, Dawn, the photo glue?
Right, photo glue. You know, whenever I bring it here, you love it. And this is the thing. We see these things, photo glue. What is photo glue?
Yeah, because glue is glue, isn't it?
Well, not really, no.
Okay.
It's about having the right products for the right job.
Good.
Right, so let me share with you. We've been talking about acid and lignin free, okay, and it preserving your photographs and keeping them correctly. So I'm going to share, and I know I keep bringing it out because it's the oldest one I've got.
Here she is
a paper cutting.
Yeah.
Now, this hasn't been preserved correctly. As you can see, the sellotape's gone yellow. It's on a piece of board.
I know.
It's not preserved correctly. So it's such a shame because we can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
However, with your photo glue, if you then use that to even stick your newspaper cuttings down,
look at that.
It's not going to show through, but it's going to preserve it because it's acid and lignin free. It's going to keep it all as it should be. Old photographs, it's going to keep them exactly as they should be. But don't worry when you stick things down that you think that's it, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. Because the nice trick with photo glue is, if you peel it away, and this has been stuck down for a while,
and see, that would terrify you normally to do that.
That comes away quite nicely,
yeah,
and it has not damaged the photograph. And you can rub this, and if I keep rubbing, it will just disappear and go straight back to your cardstock.
See, that's really, really good. I mean,
so that
honestly
hasn't damaged anything at all.
Because with an old photo, you can't replace it. Once it's ruined, once it's torn, or once it's, you know, a newspaper article is discoloured by old tape, there's nothing you can do. You can't roll back time. So actually, anything you've got, your old photos, your old articles, it might be your school reports, whatever it might be, you can preserve it, but then you can, if you decide you want to move it into another project, you can actually lift it and do it.
You can. And the photo glue works slightly differently. Some of you may have seen the Cal-Al silicone glue.
Yeah.
And we say when you take the lid off, squeeze all the air out to the top. You don't need to do that with this.
Okay.
Okay. This is a lot runnier. That's why I always like to just show you how to use it.
Yeah, please do, yeah.
You don't have to store it upside down. It doesn't really matter. I tend to have mine in my craft bag that way around.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And you get 3 tubes, obviously.
You get 3 tubes. And you'll find it will come out, if I just put some on, you can see how runny it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, I thought it was going to be gummy looking, but it's not, is it?
So that goes on there.
Yeah.
And then I can stick the picture of my mum back down here.
Oh.
So that was her when she was 17. Now with your photo glue, you do have more what I call wiggle room.
Yeah.
It's not like your EVA where you put it down and you've not got a lot of room.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so just hold it in place. And if you've got an old photo that is a bit crumpled like this one is,
yeah.
you know, just put some weight on there,
yeah,
and that will hold all that in place.
Stick a book on it or something.
But don't just think about it for photographs. We talked about newspaper cuttings.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But you can also use it for your memorabilia. How about like these sort of tickets and say invitations that you keep?
Yeah, yeah.
You can use it to stick those down and it doesn't show through at all. You can use it on mulberry paper. So if you're a card maker, this is handmade mulberry paper. So I've used it to stick that down because again, some glues that would show through.
So you could do that with your rice papers as well then, couldn't you?
You could. I've used it on a piece of vellum here.
Yeah.
You can slightly see it, but not a lot.
Oh yeah, hardly at all.
And a friend of mine is a true parchment lady. Yeah. And she tested it out for me, and actually on true parchment, it does show through.
Right, okay. Well, that's good to know. That's honest.
It's, well, I like to know when I'm doing something with a product, what it can do.
But to be honest, if you think about it, I mean, like it doesn't say it's parchment paper glue. It says it's photo glue. And most photos you can't see through. But I love the fact that with this you are actually getting 3 tubes of it, because it will be one of those things. You know how many drawers full of photos you've got. You've got drawers that are groaning when you open them because they've got loads of packs of photos in it or whatever. Get some of this, and it comes with 3 tubes, which is great. £11.97. 272177 is your item number. Now, that's not the headliner on this show, of course, but it is good to have, and everyone should have it, because you know, whether you're buying the folios or the albums or not, everybody needs some of that. Let's go to these memory folios though, because I think, you know, 12 by 12, that's an impressive size. You can build up a nice library of these, even by buying just 1 kit, because you can stretch that to 3 of these very, very easily. What do you want to show us, Dawn? Right,
what I want to show you is I'm going to just put some together, just to give you a few tips.
Fabulous.
Now, when we're talking about everything we've been talking about on the show today, we've been talking about true, because it's acid and lignin free. And I know a lot of you love the Pink Frog Super Smooth. So what I wanted to share as well is, I've just got this here. So we've got the True White. I don't know whether the camera can pick that up. The Super Smooth.
Yeah.
And then this is the watercolour. So you can see they're all shades of white. Yeah. But it's all slightly different. Okay. Your Super Smooth is not acid and lignin free.
Okay.
Okay. So just to put that across out there.
Yeah, fabulous.
So I've got my kit. I'm going to do a red one.
Great.
Got my kit here. So with your instructions, I've given you what I call my cutting and scoring guide. Now on the video that I do on my website, what I suggest people do, and I have also done it like this at workshops, I get everybody to cut all their paper first. So they're cutting all the cardstock for the basic album. When we've cut all the cardstock, we're then going to score it and burnish it. And you can see that you're not getting any cracking in those score lines at all. That just shows the quality of the paper. So the first thing I do, and this is what makes it fun and quick to put together. So I've got all my base card. Now, also on your guide, I say to you, your extra cardstock, so I'm going to put white on because I'm going to do inking techniques and things like that on there, but I've also put it as pattern papers because it could be your pattern papers that you're using.
Okay.
You know, we've had the graphic 45 already on this morning.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you wanted to go straight on with your pattern papers and didn't want to do a mat, you're going to get that type of look. So you're just going to put your papers straight onto the cardstock.
Okay, gotcha.
However, if you then wanted to do, I'm going to knock everything flying, the 2 layers and then your papers, this is the sort of look you're going to get. So you've got that matting and layering coming through.
Yeah.
Okay, so the choice is totally yours.
So you cover all bases in your instructions?
Yes.
Brilliant.
So it's all there. So let me just put this to one side a minute, and I just want to show with you, we'll just put the main cover together just to give you an idea and a little trick of how easy it is to do. So I'm going to pop this to one side so the camera can see. Stay. So this is my main spine of the book.
Yeah.
So I've scored this and I've burnished it. So now I'm going to go in with my EVA, which I put really safe. Now I'm using EVA glue.
Yeah.
Why am I using EVA glue?
Why are you using EVA glue?
Why am I using EVA glue?
That's a good question. I think I'll ask it.
Because again, it's acid and lignin free.
Ah, okay. And on the show as well, we've got the details there for you.
And I like to use the fine nozzle bottle. It gives me more control. Now, you know the EVA at the moment also comes in a new style bottle that I've got here.
Yes.
Okay, with that lid.
With a twisty lid.
With
yes.
a twisty lid.
Yes.
Don't be tempted to go straight from your twisty lid because you're going to put too much glue on.
Okay, right.
And if you're putting too much glue on, what happens is you're just wasting glue for a start, and you're just putting far too much on. It may make your paper go a bit bobbly. So there's no point in wasting your glue firstly, and also not getting the nice professional finish results that you want.
Yeah, it's very true with EVA, isn't it? More isn't necessarily a good thing.
No, no. I mean, I can do a folio using just my orange lid glue bottle, and I can probably go down to about there. That's all I will use to put a whole folio together.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's all you'll use.
That's good.
So now when we're putting this spine together, put one side down there. What I get the people to do on the video is where you've got your score line, if you lay your other sheet on it, you'll feel it resisting where your score line is. You can just feel that slight resist. So that's why I always say to people, put it on your counter. So just put your glue around. I'm not going right close to the edge, but I'm going close enough that that little bit of glue, when I actually burnish it, will disperse. So then I lay my sheet on, feel that little resist, so you're not over the score line, you're just on it, and then go in and give that a good burnish with your bone folder. What that's doing is that's pushing the glue into the fibres of the paper. When you're constructing it, this is like the foundations of a house. Okay, so you want that to look as good as it can. And always remember with your glue, when you've finished, just wipe the lid and put your pin back in.
Do you know, the one thing I always get from your demonstrations is scoring and burnishing, because it's really, really important.
It's very important.
And you're very particular about it.
I am.
No, but that's a great thing, because the end result, it really does make a difference. It's the difference between that maybe leaning to one side a little bit or just looking just not quite as it should. Taking the time and the trouble to do that is absolutely well worth it, Dawn, isn't it?
It is. Now, I just want to bring in those offcuts that we were talking about.
Brilliant.
Okay? Because I'm trying to bring in as much as possible with the shows today. So, another way you can use your offcuts is I've used them, obviously, to mat and layer.
Oh, nice,
elements on your albums.
Fabulous.
I've actually used it on the outside cover here. I don't know whether the camera can quite pick up the mitering right in the corners. I'll just
we're
stay still.
Zooming in.
I will stay very still.
Oh.
But you'll see down here, it's mitered.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't used 12 by 12 cardstock.
Oh.
I don't want to waste my 12 by 12 cardstock, Derek.
Oh, so...
Oh, no, I don't want to waste it.
Yes, no, that's a good idea, actually. Because so instead of taking a bigger sheet and then gutting it, you've used small parts of the offcut.
Yes.
That's a really, really good idea. Remember, with the offcuts, you get a massive amount, by the way. It's like a 2 kilogram kind of... well, it's a box. Let me get the box again. The box is about this size, the box that you get for your offcuts. So, and that's going to be jam-packed full of your offcuts. We've got lots and lots of different options as well. We've got the blue and white, we've got the red and green, we've got the brown and ivory. There's all sorts to go out. And you've got one which is a true black as well. $11.99. Sorry, that's just the box. All your goodies are going to be in a box like that. From when Pink Frog do a deal, my word, do they? I mean, like it comes at you left, right, and centre. It's brilliant. And you're saving, well, look at what you're saving here. Every time you buy one of these offcut boxes, and when we say offcuts, it's almost a misnomer. It is, technically speaking, to Pink Frog, that's what it is. It's offcuts of larger pieces. But to you, it's like pennies from heaven. Thank you very much. Do you know how often, when you want to die cut something, you want the same colour cardstock, but you're cutting down a bigger sheet just to do a tiny little die cut? Offcuts, I mean, they are like your dream come true, and they're all the matching colours to the projects we've got on the show, Dawn.
And yes, but this isn't Seconds card either,
No, it's
Derek.
the same card.
This isn't Seconds card. When this card comes in, it's in whacking great big sheets.
Yeah.
And Andy's there with his big machine, cutting it to the lovely sizes that Pink Frog give us.
Yes.
So this is what's left. So this isn't your Seconds.
No, it's the same card.
This is the same card that the kits were cut out from.
Yeah,
that's why we've got it.
Which is genius, and I love the fact that rather than them going in a skip out the back of the, of Pink Frog, actually Andy says, well, I know you crafters will want it, I know you crafters will use it, so let's just put it together as a bundle.
Yeah, and this is it. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do it, just show you a quick double mat, okay, on here. So what I've done, I've got, say this is going to go on my front cover. So I've cut this down.
Yeah.
Okay. I then cut my strips here 1 centimetre longer. Doesn't matter about the width. Don't worry about the width. Doesn't matter. You can have it as thin or as thick as you like.
Yeah.
I've just picked this up because this is how it came in the box. Okay.
Cool.
And then 2 of these. What I've done is I've done a little mark. I've gone roughly 2 inches down on this one, and then I'm going to trim from that mark to the point to make like a mitre.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to do that on 2 of the strips on both ends. Okay, so I'm just making like a mitre. You don't need to do it on all of them.
Yeah.
It's just easier to do it this way. So let's just bring this straight in. So I've got 2 pieces like that, but then I've got 2 pieces that are plain, all right? So the next thing is we can start sticking this together. So actually I'm going to use my card just as a square. You could put this in your scoreboard if you've got a sided scoreboard, but I'm trying to do it so you can all see at home with the camera. So I'm just going to lay that card along there.
Dawn, I love this so much. For stash building, this show, again, I know every Pink Frog show is brilliant for stash building because it's just like, why go to a craft supplier where you're buying everything in tiddly little quantities, like, 5 sheets of this and 6 sheets of that, or a single sheet of that, a single sheet of the other. Look at that. Look,
So
look.
That's your mitre.
My word.
Okay, so rather than cutting into those big 12 12 by 12 cards, we don't want to waste our cards.
You just use three offcuts.
I've just used 4 strips here. I could have cut this down even slimmer. I'm just being quite generous, actually.
Why? Yeah, why not? Because you could cut those down even further, couldn't you?
I
because
could, definitely.
You're putting a layer on top of that anyway, aren't you? So
exactly. So you're not going to see it. It's like gutting out the middle. My scrapbooking ladies will know about when I say,
gutting.
oh, you're going to gut, you're going to start gutting.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And they know, oh
no. but gutting is a brilliant thing. And of course, when you've got really good, high quality cardstock, you know, even when you're getting, see, offcuts is the wrong word. It's the right word, but it's the wrong word. But it's still the same quality card, as Dawn said. So if you want to gut that and cut it down smaller, then it goes twice as far anyway. Look at that.
So you see, that's
clever
piece that's all mitered.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter, it's got a big hole in the middle.
No.
It could be any width you like.
Yeah.
Because then I can go ahead and put my cardstock on the top of that.
How posh does that look? Right, now listen, I'm just going to show you this box. Like, who doesn't want a box like this that's absolutely jam-packed full of off-cut goodies? Now, I'm going to bring up the details for the brown and the ivory, because if you were with us, if you were with Dawn and I the last time we were together, and we were putting the memory albums, wasn't it, together, and we came out with this new colourway. I don't think we had the off-cuts option available then, did we?
Didn't, no.
So this is the first time you've got that. So this matches those previous most popular, I think, wasn't it? Most popular option that day.
It was.
Was this lovely new brown and ivory. And you get, if I just take out half of that, to be honest, and we just take a bit of a flick through. I mean, look, like, we don't know the exact numbers, but look. I mean, it's just absolutely flipping loads there, isn't it? It's brilliant. It's so, so good. And again, you get that again in this option. You get that again in the brown as well. It's really, really good. It kind of equates to, what did you say, about 100 sheets of A4?
Approximately 100 sheets of A4. It's been done in weight because they're all going to be different sizes because they're all offcuts from the big sheets when Andy cuts all the card sizes that he brings us, which are perfect.
Yeah. And see, that's brilliant. I mean, actually, he could sell that again as a different card size, as a mini card size, really. But, you know, better to just say, look, do you want a whole load of it? You might not know exactly which size it is, whatever, but it's so usable for your die cutting, for your matting, for your mitering, for so much, for making more pockets as well. So £11.99. Right, let's go and have a look at the watercolour card as well, because Dawn was showing us the difference between the card stocks. Let's go and have a look at some watercolour cards. So we've got a brilliant, brilliant big save deal here. Look at this. It's pretty much half price, isn't it? You've got 200 sheets of watercolour card that's 280 GSM for just £10.99. Sorry, who does that anywhere else? Who does anything like that anywhere else? That's ridiculous, isn't it? 305695 is your item number for that one. Right, okay, let's recap the details then we've got for your memory folios. 12 by 12. I mean, you could not wish for a better size, a more usable size for a big memory folio than 12 by 12 for capturing those memories. It's brilliant. Now, we've got a couple of different options. First of all, the one that we're calling slightly more festive, because we're thinking you've been taking and capturing those memories from Christmas and New Year and whatever. So this option is your 30 sheets of your true white, and then you get 15 each of your true green and your true red, all acid and lignin free. You get the cutting guide and the full instructions there as well. And if you want to go to Dawn's Inspirations, Dawn's Inspirations website as well, for a small fee there, you can actually get full video tutorial without someone like me interrupting as well, which is even better. It's really, really good. 757396 is your item number for that one. That will make at least 2 albums, but if you use your pattern papers, you can stretch that to 3 from that kit as well. Next one is the brand new colourway for today, which is the true blue and the true white. So you get 30 each of those. Again, same deal here. Guaranteed to make 2 of those great big 12 by 12 memory folios. Full cutting guide, full instructions in there as well. In fact, it opens up beautifully. I mean, this opens up, like I could see your struggle earlier, Dawn, opening this up to its full extent. And I can go further this way as well. You know, when you get those great big double albums, you know, they're not even that big, actually, to be honest, are they? That's the kind of full extent, and that's an album you can really get your teeth into. That's an album that's really something special. That's an album that you can't go back out into the shops and buy, but you can make yourself, because you've got full instructions to go and make more in the future as well. Come back to Pink Frog for your card stock as well. And don't forget your photo glue. Make sure you get your photo glue as well if you're capturing those old tickets, photos, newspaper articles, whatever it may be. 413596 is the item number then, in the blue and the white for the 12 by 12. Then we go to the 8 by 8 memory folders, which are absolutely brilliant. I mean, they are so superb. Again, Dawn has designed these and put them together in such a way that they are just absolutely genius, in so much as they're not just a standard photo album. They've actually got pockets in them as well, because there are some things that you don't necessarily want to, you know, stick down and keep them there forever. So actually to have pockets in an album like this is brilliant. And of course, imagine you get a nice little library of these together. Now, this is true blue and true white, so this will make, again, 2 of each, so you can make 4 out of these in the 8 by 8. 989678 is your item number at £28.99. And then we have got the 6 by 6 version. Again, same deal here. You'll make 4 memory books out of this, 2 in the white and 2 in that true blue. Again, acid and lignin free all the way. So this might be good for those very, very older, you know, older, smaller photos. You know those cameras that we used to have where the photo used to spit out the bottom of the camera, and you'd wave it and waft it and it would come together? Yeah, that one. Then this, I think, would be the perfect size for something like that. Am I allowed to say Polaroid? Others are available, or were available, and still are available, I think, aren't they? You can still buy stuff like that. In fact, don't the kids have these little ones now that come out even smaller? It's a bit of a thing at the moment, isn't it? I must get up to date with what the kids are up to. 254239 is your item number, £20.49. Bet Dawn's got one of those as well. Have you got one of those, like mini? Because the kids have got like these mini instant ones now, aren't they?
Yeah, no.
We must do some investigating, mustn't we, Dawn? Right, I've bought the offcuts down here. Remember, we've got the offcuts in a few different colourways today as well. So we've got the blue and the white, which is brilliant. So it's all done in weight. So you get different sizes, as you can see. £11.99. It equates, roughly speaking, to 100 sheets of A4. If they were complete sheets, it would equate to about 100 sheets of A4. But you've got it in offcuts. Again, it's acid and lignin free. Great for die cutting, great for doing those mitering on your albums, and so much more. And honestly, take it while it's such a good deal. It's so good, because, you know, it might revert back to that price that it absolutely should be. Look at your saving on this. See, this is Andy and Pig Frog. They are so good. 555318 is the item number. Let's go to the brown and ivory as well, because you're liking that. I've left that in the box because, I mean, it just shows you just how blooming much you get. It's ridiculous. That box absolutely jam-packed full of your offcuts. So that's your true brown and your true ivory. So if you had one of the memory album kits in that previously and you want the offcuts to go with it, offcuts is just the wrong word. I know it's the right word for Andy, but for us it's like, it's not, because this is the same quality card. It is just what was left when other card stocks were cut to size. These are the edges, if you like. So it's no way offcut. Although it is, I know. Oh, that's a difficult square to circle, that, isn't it? 961905 is your item number. We've also got a 2 kilogram weight offcuts of the true black as well, which I'll show you the picture of. Oh, they've gone, actually. They've sold out. Sorry, we did have the black. We also have the red and green as well. They're not behind me, are they? There. It's like a panto, this, isn't it? We've got a picture of those on the website, I think. So we've got the same 2 kilogram offer there for you as well, in the true red and the true green, which is lovely. Really good. Now, don't forget to stock up on your EVA glue as well. You've got the new format with the twist nozzle on the larger bottle, which is 225 millilitres, which is great. And you use that to refill your smaller bottles with the non-clog doodah tip. But it's longer than everyone else's, I think. You know, it's not all about length, but it is important that you've got that fine tip there for detailed dies and everything else. What are you giggling at? They're giggling. Why are they giggling in the gallery, Dawn? I have no idea, but honestly...
I've got no
like
idea
children. It's like
either.
a creche here, isn't it? Looking after the children there. You had a smirk on your face as well. Don't think I didn't see that. Right, we've also got the photo glue gel as well. Listen, we could sell this individually, but you would be coming back and wanting more anyway. So we put it together as a bundle of 3. It's now limited stock as well. It's going to sell out again. Gosh, OK, Andy's got a job on his hands there trying to get some more of that together for us. We also have the other Kalau, the 3D gel, which is brilliant. If you want an alternative to using foam pads... Oh, is it gone? Oh, OK, took that long to get to it. It's sold out. It's brilliant. If you want an alternative to foam pads, and that absolutely sets like concrete, it's brilliant. It's lovely. Anyway, it's gone now, so well done if you got it. Now... Oh, listen. Oh, well, this is probably, if you've never used this before, this is the set that you want to get, because it comes with the key to keep it, keep it going, and it also comes with the syringe, because the syringe is absolutely brilliant, and does come with a nozzle. That is the one where you do need to make sure there's a bubble of glue right at the top before you put the lid on again, because otherwise, well, you'll find out. Well, and you don't want to find out. Let me tell you, I've been there many times. 158444 is the item number. Now, no matter how many times I was told to do that, I completely and utterly forgot. And it is wonderful. Right, OK, plenty of time left, Dawn. We've got, what, 12 minutes left in the show. What should we do?
I've been having another little play while you were,
you
were busy up the
Well, I've been waffling.
there. No, while you were busy, I've done another frame, mitered, with the white.
The offcut?
Just using the offcuts.
Perfect.
So now, if I look at matting... The 3 of them together, as I said to you, I've done the lengths just a centimetre bigger each time. So it gives you that double mat if you want to put a double mat on your front cover of your albums.
And you've given us the sizes on...
using your 12x12 paper.
That's brilliant. And you've given us the sizes in your guide to cut those
Yeah, not
two.
of the frames.
Right, OK.
Not of the frames.
Yeah.
You've got the sizes of the pattern papers.
Right, perfect.
But the rule of thumb is with the frames, or like to make a frame like this, what I've done is I've gone up. So that was my length on here was 27.5 centimetres.
Yeah.
So my next one down, I had my strips at 28.5 centimetres.
Yeah.
And then the next one down from that I did at 29.5 centimetres.
Fabulous.
So, and then you've just mitered the corners and it all comes together.
You know, you were talking about your website that we can go for the videos for. What is your website?
It's dawnsinspirations.com.
Right, fantastic. And then we can sign up there, and then we can buy a little tutorial.
You can.
For the folio making.
You can.
Without me. Sorry, I'm not there.
No, Derek's not there.
No, she doesn't know. She doesn't want a little man waffling next to her. I can't blame her for that, to be honest. But she just wants to get on with it without a man keep interrupting, making silly comments. Anyway, what else are we going to do?
I wanted to show you some other ways of using these offcuts.
Brilliant.
Because I think, as a crafter, to me, they're brilliant because I'm not cutting into my big sheets.
Yeah.
So some people look at a 12x12 and they're very daunted by the cover because it is quite large. OK, so don't be daunted and think 12x12 is too big for you to sort of cope with or worry about. Some people think they just look at a white piece of paper and think, oh no, you know. So let's break it down in a smaller way. So this is just a pattern I've been putting together with the offcuts.
That's lovely.
So what I've done is the outer size offcuts, because I know everyone's going to ask me, so I've been measuring. So my sheet of card here, I think, if I remember correctly, is the 30.5, so it's your 12x12.
Yeah.
So you would attach this to a hinge. OK. So the outer pieces, I've used red, are 25 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's going to go there. And then my mat that I'm going to stamp on is 24 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres.
Okay, yeah.
So let me just stamp that out for you, because even though this is true cardstock, it absolutely works beautifully with a lot of the mediums you can throw at it.
Oh, brilliant.
You've seen with that watercolour card, I've done those type of techniques.
Yeah.
You can do that on here, on your true.
I should just very, very quickly tell you as well, because we just haven't mentioned it because we've had so much else going on. There are loads of stamps on the show as well. So if you want to go and have a look on the web, because if you're thinking of different ways to decorate up your albums and everything else, go and have a look on the web, because they are There's loads of sets on today's show, Dawn, isn't it? All with big savings as well.
There
In
are.
fact, let's go and swipe right quickly. There we go, look. Look at that. You've got festive ones, you've got Christmas ones, you've got flower ones, chrysanthemums, spring flowers, all sorts. And honestly, we could spend the rest of the show just going through that. There are loads and loads and loads. So if you want some stamps, have a look at the show, particularly if you want to unlock your big save £5 discount, because it's there in your account waiting. Get your basket to £30 and we'll take £5 off at the checkout. Sorry, Dawn, I just wanted to mention
That's okay.
it.
So you see, that would go on there. So already, see, I'm using the Christmas stamps here, but you can start building the pattern up. So the next size up I've done is the green. So I've done this at 15 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres.
Yeah.
So that's going to go in there. And then I've stamped on with my fir cones here.
Yeah.
And that's 14 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres. So that will go in place there. And then my last little ones, you could do a big one in the middle if you wanted to, but why not really use the scraps up? So I've got 5.5 centimetres by 4 centimetres, and then the little bit on the top is 4.5 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres.
Love
so
it.
already you're taking a piece of 12 by 12 that might frighten some people.
Yes.
That's made a cover for your album straight away, just with the scraps from the offcuts. I've not wasted any of my large big sheets.
It's brilliant, which is always a good feeling, isn't it? It is. It's like you've achieved something. Because if you think about it, as a crafter now, and I've got this situation, and I'm a baby steps crafter, but I've got so many lovely, lovely pieces of cardstock where I've got a little corner left, or like I've done one die cut because I've just loved the paper so much. So I've done one die cut, and the rest of the sheet is just sitting there. Well, why not have a whole box of offcuts there for when you just want an extra die cut for a topper, for the top of a card, for a tag, for whatever it might be, rather than feeling every time you get the die cutting machine out, it's a new sheet of paper. Like, there's nothing worse, is there? There's nothing worse.
There isn't. I mean, also, when you see the video for the album, you're just going to make your basic album. We don't want to take that creativity away from you. But again, using the offcuts. So if I try and hold that up. So I've made tags here.
Lovely.
Just simple tags out of the offcuts.
Yeah.
And I could use that for adding extra photographs on, because I could put 2 more photographs on there.
Yeah.
I could use it for journaling. So again, we can start cutting and making tags.
We've all got tag dies, haven't we?
We've all got tag dies, but with this one, all I did was literally...
Oh, you didn't even use a die?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just did it freestyle.
Good work, Dawn.
So why not? So
Yeah.
this is the thing. Think of all the extra things that you normally die cut out.
Yeah.
How about those little swirlies?
Yeah.
You know, everybody likes to die cut embellishments out to put in your albums. And I do say with your albums, don't make them too bulky with 3D embellishments.
Yeah.
But die cutting some fancy dies
Yeah.
to embellish your album gives it a totally different look.
Yes, it does.
Making little photo corners. Here, I've actually die cut. These are the corner dies over on the Pink Frog brand shop. You'll see those.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find a piece of card so you can actually see them. So these are the corner dies. So these are absolutely perfect. This is just some of them. I think there's 5 on there on the brand shop.
Yeah.
So again, using your offcuts to put added embellishments in your albums. It's just a great way to do them.
You're going crazy for the offcuts, and I'm not surprised either. Which is the most popular option? Yeah. Oh, ivory and brown has now gone limited stock. So I go and grab it quickly. I'll be back in a second. Hello, there it is. Right. So, and all the offcuts come in a box like this, by the way.
They do.
You know, one kind of configuration or another, but you're getting such a big stack there as well. That has got limited stock. I'm going to be shy. That's got limited stock. You get so much in that for your $11.99. It's ridiculous. And let me just get the just get half of it out, and you know the sizes vary and whatever. But when you see just how many bits you get, you just think, oh, I love it.
There's so many ways you can use them. You know,
of course there is.
I've just shown you tags to put in the album.
Yeah.
You could be making tags for gift tags for parcels.
Yeah.
or little, you know, the gift cards that you fold in half.
Yeah.
You know, there's just the possibilities.
Place settings for events and things like that. Little, you know, placeholders. We do it in different colours options as well. Let's go green and red next, because again, you can get, it's all done by weight, so it's 2 kilograms in weight. The sizes are going to vary for you. £11.99 if you want the true red and the true green. Remember, offcuts is such a misnomer, but it is the same card, exactly the same card in all of your folio sets here. These are the edges. Now, the offcuts, by the way, we've just had a message through from Andy at Pink Frog. When the offcut stock that we've got has gone, obviously it's gone. You can't replace off-cut stock, can you, if you think about it? It has a limit. Otherwise, you have to start all over again. Right, the brown and ivory has gone. It's all in baskets now. So if you do have that in your basket, please do make sure that you check out. We have the blue and white option still available as well. They're all £11.99. Just grab them. They're such a stash builder. Bear in mind, by the way, these have all of those off-cut options have all got big savings on them. And once your basket gets to £30, the craft store are really helping you out because once you go to the checkout, anything over £30 will take £5 off the bill. You can use that once today, and then there'll be another one there tomorrow as well for you as well. So just, you know, get in and enjoy it. It's brilliant. Quick reminder then of the 12x12 memory folios. These come in 2 different formats, by the way, or colourways, should we say. So your red and green is 30 sheets of the true white and then 15 each of the true red and the true green. That's brilliant for capturing those festive memories. The ones that are stuck on your phone right now, you need to go and get them printed out. Get yourself some photo glue, get them in one of these folios. You can make at least 2. You can stretch that to 3 if you use your pattern papers as well. 413596 is the red, green and white option. There is also the blue and white option as well, where you... Oh, sorry, we've got the blue details at the moment, haven't we? So you get 30 of the blue, 30 of the white, same details. Oh, sorry, I've been talking about the red and green. Anyway, find them all on the website. If there's any confusion, just speak to the call centre 0330 175 5552. Marvellous. Dawn, we're out of time. Already? How?
That's gone really quick.
Like, so quick. That feels like 5 minutes, doesn't it?
It has.
You're back...
3 o'clock.
You are back at 3 o'clock today, aren't you? Fantastic. Thank you, as always.
No, thank you.
So many ideas and inspiration we've got. We have got a red liner tape bundle on the show as well, which I know I didn't get to show you, but it's absolutely brilliant. Go and look at it on the website. Honestly, we never have long enough on these shows, do we? I think it's brilliant. Listen. Just make sure you get those offcuts, won't you? Because that's a chance that doesn't come around every single day. It's a when it's gone, it's gone. And the photo glue, by the way, very, very limited. You get 3 tubes of it as well, remember. I think it's £11.99. You'll find it on the show or speak to the team if you need to. Oh, right, OK, I think we all need to lie down now, don't we? We're going to leave you with the calm of Leonie and the one-day special with Hayley coming up after the break. Pink Frog, back